You know, the life we're living is what we experience as life. This is our experience, our perception, our worldview of life. You can spend your life questioning everything. You can spend your life accepting everything as they come. You can spend your life suffering life or complaining about it. It's ultimately a choice how you spend your life. But this is not something we are consciously aware of. Most of us don't consciously choose how to live our lives, how to spend our time. We go through the motions of the day. We set goals that someone else told us we should set for ourselves. We move like this life is infinite. This time that we have on this planet is infinite. And we postpone our lives for another day, for another time, for another moment. Until at one point, there's no more time left. And then we will look back. I will say, oh, perhaps if I had done that then. Or if that wasn't the case, then I could have done this and that. But by thinking like that or moving through life like that, essentially, we don't assume responsibility for our life. We don't assume responsibility for our actions, our choices, and the way we move through life. And it's okay at some early age that this happens automatically, right? And our environment defines how our life should be. But as we grow older and wiser, hopefully, these two don't go hand in hand, unfortunately. We all grow old, but not all of us grow wiser as time passes. So as we grow wiser, ideally, we understand that we have choice and we have options and we have responsibility over the way we live our lives. And it's in that moment actually that we actually become adults. When we can assume that responsibility for ourselves and when we can navigate through this life with our own compass and not with someone else's. It's easier to use someone else's compass. It's much easier, simpler, less responsibility, less risk, more certainty of potential outcomes. But at the same time, less magic, less fulfillment, less excitement. less adventure. What's the life you're choosing to live? Yes, you can predict everything. You can plan everything along the way. And hopefully those plans will come true for you and you'll live a happy life. But in many cases, and definitely in my case, life has shown me over and over again that this certainty doesn't feel safe, ultimately. It's not actually safe. Perhaps it's safe for our egos and nervous systems at some point. Predictability is what our body feels like safety, but at the same time our soul feels it like a trap, like a prison. And our soul is more like water. We can build as many dams as we want. We can create as many walls and safety around us as we wish. But at some point that water will just fill up the tank, fill up the space, and then we'll want to urge out with force. We've all ultimately came here to live our lives. We all came here to choose our lives and express ourselves uniquely. Embrace certain levels of unsafety and unpredictability, like we did when we were children, and continue to do that throughout our lives. But in order to be able to say that we are living our life, we need to be able to say that we are consciously choosing it. And we're choosing it based on our values and our desires. So we need to be aware of those desires and those values in order to be able to choose from those, from that place. I've had to change my life completely in some aspects, and especially around my career and the way my day is unfolding. In order to be able to fit my own values and standards. And that holds a lot of unpredictability, a lot of unsafe feelings occasionally, but so much more freedom as well. And because I've seen those benefits, and I've made my choice, at least, of how is the life I want to live. I'm also helping other people do the same. So if you feel ready to, or if you feel called to find your voice, your values, and ultimately live your life, you can do that. Give yourself permission to do that. If you don't know where to start, I could offer the starting point that I've created for people that are ready to live their lives. And that is a safe online space with a couple more people, where we create that base, where we explore what living your life entails. How to navigate through your mind, how to connect without losing yourself, and ultimately create that self-worth and that inner sense of safety that will allow you to truly love yourself and live your life the way you choose to live it. And I will dare to say, regardless of the outcome in the end, because you'll have enjoyed the process so much that the outcome will have less importance in the end. We can achieve many goals in life, right? But if we don't enjoy the process, we tick a box and then we're just off for the next one. But in the process, we've missed the point of what a life is, what being alive is. We're not robots. We're not designed to be robots, so let's stop pretending we are ones. That's it from me today. No matter what your choice, no matter how your life looks like in this moment, just choose to enjoy it. Choose to see it differently. Choose to make a small little choice at this moment, today, that will bring that life closer to your own values and desires. Take care.